Okay, this year is dedicated to Rachalea Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi Leilu Nishmata. Okay, questions and answers. There's a great tzedakah organization which is endorsed by Gedolei Yisrael, and I'm confident that they do a great job. They've recently published a set of inspirational stories, which I also believe are true. These stories describe the miraculous effect of people seeing great yeshuot as a result of contributing to that tzedakah cause. My personal impression was after reading these articles that there's a bit of falsehood in the message portrayed. A reader may walk away feeling that contributing to that tzedakah organization will produce a quick fix miracle. I think that our religion and mitzvot are much more profound than that. What if a person would donate a Nazi yeshuot? Would that undermine the value of tzedakah? So, you're not alone in this. A lot of people have seen these stories and feel as you do. Having said that, there are three things to consider. One is, unfortunately, many people are in a place, they're stuck, where they don't really feel for other people. And the only way to get the money actually out of their pocket is to make them recognize that they're doing something for themselves. So this is completely normal. It's not good, but it's completely normal. So a somewhat more sophisticated version of that would be one of the very successful tzedakah campaigns that was organized by a non-religious tzedakah, B'nai B'rith, where the people who were collecting had badges saying, I am, and then they would give the name of the person who they're collecting for or the cause. I am a cancer victim, I am this, I am that. And it made it very hard for the person who they're talking to turn them down, because the person who they're talking to would empathize with the speaker and see themselves in the speaker and give. But then they discover what's much better. They're saying, you are that person. How would you feel? Okay, got this? So, for most people, and again, this is completely normal, unless they feel that something of them is being touched by what they do, they don't want to do it. So, of course, people rise above it, and people should rise above it. They should do it because giving is good, because giving is imitative of Hashem's chesed. But most of us get stuck somewhere along the line. So, as it says in the Sifrei Musar, the lowest level of getting stuck is schar and onesh. Do the right thing, you'll get rewarded, either in this world, and with tzedakah where our haftachot are that it's in this world, and very often, disproportionately often it is, or in the other world, which is even better. Next step up is personal gratification and a feeling of dveikus. I identify with the cause or with the person, it makes me feel good, and the opposite makes me feel cut off, alienated, small, disconnected. Still not lishma. The highest level, which so few of us get to consistently, is because this is the truth, and this is the Seder Olam, and this is what Hashem wants. And it's not my money bichlal, so why am I attached to it? So to expect average people to be there without going through the other steps is not realistic. So be patient with it. Be patient. And if you don't need it, so expect more of yourself. Demand more lishma. Demand more truth for the sake of truth and goodness for the sake of goodness. But don't deride it for other people, because people need it. They have to go through the shlavim. You don't get to level 8 in the ladder without being on 7 and on 6 and on 5. That's how it goes. Now, the falsehood in the message, there is falsehood because the person walks away with the picture that every time you'll get a result. Because why do they walk away with that picture? Because all of the success stories are grouped together. So it's not false, but there's a sort of falsehood there. I agree with you. Now, what I do have to tell you, though, is that there are haftachot milamala, that tzedakah will receive disproportionately sechar also in olam hazeh. And because of this, I don't believe these stories are false in the simple sense. Not at all. I'm sure every one of these stories happened. But I'm sure that there are some people who, even if they give tzedakah, they will not get what they want because it's not good for them to get it, and Hashem has Rahmanas. So, on an individual basis, that has to be told. And I still remember the very first time that I saw a bracha of a tzaddik not come true. There was somebody who needed a very specific Yeshua. Her husband was in prison, and one of the Gedolei Dor said she was expecting. They let him out for the day of the bris. He was there, and one of the Gedolei Dor were there, and he said, next year at this time you'll be out, and he wasn't. And clearly that's because Hashem, in the end, is the Baal Habayit. Moshe prayed to get into